Another day, another dollar makes me want to scream and holler. Still thought about the what's going on with this society. Ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing changed. But anyway, so much damage has been done. Coronavirus is still kicking butt right now. Comparing coronavirus for this year is kind of like comparing it to the AIDS epidemic. Everybody getting infected, some are getting reinfected, and things are going downhill right now. And also, I speak for my family and friends, even the ones that are trying to stay aware. This is getting out of hand. Come to think about it, what makes matters worse, for all the individuals who love to watch movies, we lost a legend, an actor by the name of Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman. From Thurgood Marshall to Jackie Robinson to James Brown, and of course, Wakanda Forever, Black Panther. 2020 is not a good year as I thought it could be. It started off smooth until the coronavirus reared its ugly head. Police brutality, Black Lives Matter, peaceful protests is getting out of hand, and the percentages of the COVID-19 results, it's spreading like a double crosser, like horse flies that just won't leave you alone, waiting to bite you. An American nightmare. Man, this is crazy. How did we get through this? We were this close to finishing up month 8, and things turned out for the worst. We had to pray. We have to pray for the 6 individuals who passed away from Hurricane Laura in Louisiana. First, it was Hurricane Katrina, and here we are, 15 years later. Or Louisiana is hurting again from the hurricanes. If a hurricane was a woman, she would be powerful. Why can't we stop her from making this happen? We can't rely on this pain, this suffering. I never thought that I would see random folks that I knew struggle, can't go to church again, gotta be quarantined, and assume that COVID-19 is taking over. But I'm sick and tired of this pandemic. I'm sick and tired of hearing bad news. I'm sick and tired of death knocking at its door, but we can't stop it. We tried to stay away from individuals who got it by giving them social distancing, but that is not enough. And also, it's been a dreary day. No sunshine. Just rain. Oh. A lot of rain that can make you get tired for a good reason. It's just hard to look up, hard to stay alive, hard to keep up with time. Everything's turning out the worst for me right now and for others. There is no escape. And then all of a sudden, we have some random stories about, for instance, an asteroid is supposed to come down to the Earth. The asteroid is trying to head to the Earth the day before voting of this year. Knowing good and doggone well that the NASA is responsible for taking care of this asteroid issue. Some of y'all probably want to think about watching Armageddon again to find the true message. Like, see what we can do to stop the asteroid from hitting planet Earth. But there's got to be a way to get rid of this virus. And there's still not one answer involved. No disrespect to Dr. Fauci. No disrespect to all the individuals who like to party and do the do, but we're seeing the dark ages rise, like the dark force, or let the hate flow through you. We're at this particular time. Come to think about it, but rapper Busta Rhymes said it best. There should not be time to take time for granted, but we failed to heed the warnings, even when it comes to warnings from the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And some of us are not ready. Some of us are not sticking to God's words, because some of us have figured that the only God's plan they will follow is Drake's meaning of God's plan. She said, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my fans and my mama. I'm sorry. No. It's worse than that. If someone asked me how 2020 had turned out, I'll probably tell them straight up, but I might have to wait till December to let you know. As in, all heck has broken loose. We'll never be able to have fun again. Ugh. Forgive me for yawning. I feel a little tired. We may never have another chance to get on top of things, but who knows, man? God knows. We have been warned about how to be safe, but nobody continues to listen. We have been dealing with the struggles that everybody else is facing, but we're not doing anything to help stop the madness. We don't even try our very best to keep our heads high in times like this. I just don't know how far we can go. I never thought I'd expect the news. One news after another. Bad news. And to be quarantined, like, you can't work for a couple weeks. You can't go to school for a couple weeks. But how are you going to get by? How are you going to finish off your education? How are you going to make ends meet if you don't work? Nothing good is coming out of this. So that's why I came up with this video. Let you know the downfalls that's been infecting me, but not only me, but everybody in this world. And you too. Viewers like you, you're already facing danger. And hell is already winning. Right now, hell is in the lead. Third quarter, as in, we're trailing by, heaven is trailing by 15. And some of the players from heaven, they're already injured. Some of them are already having foul troubles. like an ordinary basketball game. Hell right now is in the lead, 82, and heaven is 67. How are we going to bounce back? How are we going to get over this hump? But meanwhile, on planet Earth, how are we going to continue to live forward and see the end of the year without being infected? How are we going to keep our heads held high if we can't work, if we can't play, if we can't go to school? Because we have to stay indoors, quarantined. There's no escape, and now it's tough luck, tough pressure. It's like a needle. Who knows how far we have been dealing with this situation? Probably it's been around 5, but it's about to be the 6th month since September is coming up. 4 days away. And right now, I don't know how people are still doing the do when they know they're not supposed to. But I can't let that haunt me. And like some YouTubers will rant about the dislikes that they get on their videos. I too am sick of dislikes. I too am sick and tired of not being recognized for the truth of what I'm saying right now. And I'm sick of not doing anything that others be doing. That's because I'm not like the other YouTubers. They edit one way, they edit another. They need light. They need a clear speaking voice. They need to stick with the crowd. Give the crowd what they want. Even when it means to tell the truth, as in, be honest. Put a link down. Will you do it? But then again, it's a crazy year. It's not a good year. It's not my favorite year that I like so far, because year after year I be on the same stuff, tripping all the time, procrastinating, not even giving a dang for once, and look at where it led me. More hard times. But I'm not the only one. That's the only weakness that I have. Knowing that I am not the only double crosser in this world to be struggling, when there's more people that's worse than me. I'm really sick and tired of having bad days. Sick of this pandemic. I am sick of hearing sad news, bad news. It makes you go mad news. Makes you fuss, make you cuss, make you wanna drink beer. And some of y'all probably notice that since I mentioned about Chadwick Boseman's passing, y'all going to just pour out a drink for the actor Mr. Wakanda Forever is no longer here. An actor like Chadwick Boseman, he was always the person that ain't afraid to bring Black history back to life. From James Brown to Thurgood Marshall to Jackie Robinson, he done it all. But to die from a 4-year battle with colon cancer, 43 years old, tender and young, and we did not expect to hear the news like this. Just like we lost John Witherspoon last year. Or worse, for you hip-hop heads, y'all lost the Ghetto Boys' very own Bushwick Bill last year. And now we lost Pop Smoke, Lexi Alege, Tweety Bird Loke, who was an affiliate with the Bloods and Crips back when they were banging on wax. The whole year right now has turned to crap. A big slap in the face. The devil is laughing while we human beings are completely full of disgrace. I got to pray for my mom, my dad, my sisters and brothers. Pray for the individuals who are having health issues one way or another, or any other evil deeds, animosity, or the loss of their loved ones, bereavement. But COVID-19 scarred me for life. Well, scarred me for months. And this video I have to present. When the heck are we going to be free? We're sick and tired of being slaves. All day, every day. The stimulus check, number 2, it was a joke. It was a no-go. But who knows? Some people still have strong opinions, disbeliefs, based on what they heard from the DNC and what we are hearing right now from the RNC. Will Trump win the second term? Will Biden win? How can we live this life when we're living in sin? I sin like a sailor. No, I sin like a maniac. Not giving God the praise. Distracted. Easily misled all day, every day. But when you quarantine, it's like you're in rehabilitation. You're in prison for a crime that you didn't commit. The lifestyle that we're living is not as legit as you thought, like MC Hammer. Because if it's not legit, then you must quit. Too legit. Too legit to quit. Too legit to quit. And all of a sudden, made me think of when MC Hammer was referenced on a Burger King commercial when they did 2 for $6. Two sandwiches for $6. Do you know how insane it was to hear the songs that was already made but paradise, but for a company just like the Return of the Mac? Burger King did it too. Return of the Mac and Cheetos. I mean, so many changes, so many charismatic behaviors going downhill. We already at a downfall, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I never made a YouTube video for a week. How am I going to survive? How am I going to get more subscribers? Now that question about subscribers, how am I going to get it? I got to push it to the side. Kill the pride and push it to the side. Kill the pride, push it to the side. No need to think about homicide, suicide, genocide. Keep your gun at home before you ever think about going outside. Put on your mask. Putting on a mask is like putting on a condom. But if you ain't got no sense to be safe, then you need to stay at home. And just like the old days, like a warning, if you ain't going to use the condom, then you might as well leave sex alone. Because I'm not going to stop listening to these warnings. I will keep them in mind. Time after time. Everybody doesn't know when to unwind. All because the pandemic and the deaths and the hatred, the bigotry, the killings that we have been facing and hearing in the news. But for a while, being out of work and not going to school because of this pandemic, even though I don't consider myself having it, but having another family member suffer the fate, it's like singing the blues. I'm not in Sing Sing. I'm not in Alcatraz. I'm not in the penitentiary. I'm not at Milan Police Department. I'm at home. And I'm not in rehab. I never was a drug addict. I never smoked weed nor drink beer. But I'm full of frustrations, all because Chadwick Boseman is no longer here. But it's more than just the passing of Chadwick Boseman that drove me insane. COVID-19. It's driving my family mad right now. No good comes out of this. But who knows? How are we going to survive? That is the only question that I can think of right now. How are we going to survive? God, if you let him. But none of you guys would accept the truth. None of y'all would accept God, because some of y'all will be pleased that y'all just doing just fine without him. Some of y'all would say, to heck with God, he ain't real. But that's just a negative thing for me to say. Just because I'm a Christian, I haven't been acting like one. Why do I have to hide? Why do I have to run? You know what I'm saying? It's just another topic. Well, the same old topics that you heard from before, and now you're hearing them again. Because in times like this, we can't win. The devil's laughing his head off, and Jesus is looking down, and he's upset. I'm tired of hurting. You're tired of hurting. Jesus wept. And I'm not trying to quote Kanye West all based on his song Bound To, but I'm bound to, not bound to, I'm also down to set the record straight. Because some people claim that COVID-19 was actually systematic racism, as in we have so much hate in our systems based on the races in this world. What happened to having diamonds and pearls? Give them to every boy and every girl. If I could, I would give you the world. All I can do is to offer you my love. Prince and the New Power Generation, 1991, Paisley Park and Warner Brothers. What would you do if you was in my shoes? What would you say? Where would you go? Why are you in the darkness? I don't know. You do know. Revenge is a dish best served cold, but payback's a wuss to be told. Truth be told. I never thought I would say that line after so long. But COVID-19, if COVID-19 was a human, it would be a female who would absolutely do nothing but walk around wearing Daisy Dukes, long weave, probably brown hair, a tank top with NWA, with the NWA logo tatted up with her nickname that says COVID-19. That's her nickname. COVID-19 ruined 2020. And if she came to my city, my turf, and I'm using personification here to compare a disease to a woman, a hard-headed woman, as in she looks like a teenager or probably from the streets, like prostitution. I would find a way to get rid of her, like get her the heck out of Dodge. While some of y'all were planning to go for some execution. You have been watching Menace to Society too much and Boys in the Hood, knowing drive-by shootings are still in effect. But if someone decided to do that to the personification version of coronavirus, we will probably use a shotgun, a Magnum 44 revolver, or worse, a Tech, as in Tech 9. Some of us, we would have to find a way to kill this virus one way or another. And Eazy-E, if he was alive, he would probably bash her head in with his Louisville Slugger. But no, we can't kill something that we can personify. Because she, even if she's dead, she can't be stopped. Even if she got shot, she can't be stopped. It's going to take a whole lot, as in a nation of millions, to kill coronavirus. But until then, we have to back off. We have to suffer. To live is to suffer. To survive, that's the defined meaning of to suffer. And DMX said that before he started singing the chorus of Slipping. As in, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. I got to get up. Get me back on my feet so I could tear it up. That's what DMX is still thinking about right now, based on the COVID-19. Ever since he said those lines, as a quote, to live is to suffer. Well, we've been suffering every day. We die every day. We are not happy, but we're not messed up about it neither. Some of us ain't messed up. Some of y'all are acting like Paul. I done fought a good fight. Right here, right now is where I'm going to end my course. Or we end up like Cypress from the Warriors. Can you dig it? Yeah! Everybody's cheering and a gunshot went off. Someone killed the president. Someone killed the leader. Someone killed the man who knows when to speak the truth. Because in the real world, nobody wants to know the truth. I still got Cult of Personality by Living Color on my mind. Especially the chorus. I never stopped singing that song. I never stopped thinking about it. A black rock band from the 1980s to come up with a powerful message. Neon lights, Nobel Prize. When the leader speaks, that leader dies. You don't have to follow me. Only you can set you free. But when the mirror speaks, oh yeah, the mirror. As in, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the deadliest of them all? And Rona is her name. Corona. And I don't drink Coronas. I know so much about her. And I can't stand her. She already infected us with AIDS. She already infected us from the clap or gonorrhea, the syphilis, to chlamydia. All these AIDS-related things. Because I'm comparing the coronavirus to HIV. We're dealing with the HIV/AIDS epidemic, pandemic once again, but in a different way. Different ways suck. But we can't do a dang thing. There's no vaccine. How do you know? Because we ain't doing a good job. We're not even trying to find some answers. Some answers we like, yeah, you know what? Screw it. I ain't gonna do it. We's gonna die anyway. Let's just stay home. You know, that way, and wear bandanas, wear masks, and gloves. I hope so. But that's besides the point. Throughout this year, I've been stressed out because of this. And I'm sick and tired of stressing out. And I know you guys, you viewers, all the individuals, if you're tired of living in this situation, this American nightmare, who can you rely on? Who can you call? You can call to God by praying that you can get through another day. Even if you are tested positive, you have to have prayers. You got to have someone to keep your legacy alive. Even if you die, all we got to do is continue to keep your legacy alive. Because I'm going to tell you like this. If someone I knew passed away from COVID-19, I would definitely get mad. But for right now, I shouldn't. I should praise the Lord that he or she, the person I know, can get through this situation and try to heal from it. We all need a vaccine. We all need an answer. We all need to hang out again. But until then, when the heck are we going to do this? That answer is not for me to tell you. Because as a human being, I can lie. I can tell you the worst thing. And I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie. I don't want to cry. I don't want to disrespect the presidents. I don't want to disrespect all individuals who have no sense to stay away from parties. Listen to the social distancing. I don't have time for that mess. But I do have time to give you my facts, my opinions. Because in the end of the day, you will see how far this madness will go. Until then, just know, ladies and gentlemen, that's all you got to do. Just know. Because right now, we are already at a downfall. And it's about to be the 6th month. In other words, month number 9 is coming in. And we're already about to fall off of cloud 8. But will cloud 9 catch us? And this is not a reference to the Temptations. Even though they did make a song called Cloud 9, my Cloud 9 is different. After you spend a month on the cloud starts to fade, as in you're about to free fall to another. And when you free fall to another, it's like you're falling down from the sky. And after New Year's Eve, your final cloud, you ought to land on ground. On your feet, not on your back, because you can get hurt. So just know, we are already facing downfall. That's all I got to say. But for the last time, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. Wakanda forever. And to all individuals who are fed up with this coronavirus thing, this situation that's been going down, or the year period, like you're tired of 2020, feel free to let me know. Like, just tell me, just say that, just type in the comment, in the inbox comment section and said, I am tired. But not only comment that you're tired, like this video, share this video on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, other social medias like Reddit, who knows. Just share it if you feel like this is going to help you get through this lifetime, the rest of the year. And absolutely subscribe. Absolutely subscribe, because that's like the final step. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already to my YouTube channel, and there will be more in stores. And of course, if for those that didn't watch the last video I made, which was a part 2 to me reacting to my own rant of what's going on with the society, I have parts 1 and 2, and they will be in a link in the description down below. That way you can see what I was up against and how I'm trying to think of a word. Oh yeah, how humiliated I was, all because of one dislike. But everybody got to get through dislikes and try to come up with ways to get a like for just once. But until then, that's your decisions, not mine. Because I'm going to keep my YouTube videos running, even if it's going to be an hour long. And with all that being said, this is yours truly, Taylor Jones, saying stay safe, stay woke, try not to get on everybody's bad side, try not to doubt everybody or anything, and even when it's the time of downfalls like this here. And also be aware of what the end of the year is going to bring to you, the rest of the year is going to bring, because I'm tired of nightmares like this here, and it's already infecting me and my family right now. So just letting you know. And for that matter, I'm signing out.